Welcome back to BrewFix, and if you're new here, I'm truly glad you found this channel. Whether you're a home barista trying to keep your machine alive, a cafe owner protecting your investment, or an aspiring technician building your skills, you're in the right place. My goal here is simple: to help you understand your espresso machine deeply enough that it stops feeling intimidating and starts feeling logical. If you appreciate practical, no guesswork guidance and real-world repair knowledge, take a moment to subscribe and join this growing community of coffee professionals and serious enthusiasts. It genuinely helps the channel grow, and it allows me to continue creating detailed, experience-based training like this. Today, I'm going to show you how to diagnose almost any espresso machine in under 15 minutes without guessing, without randomly replacing parts, and without wasting money. Because most machines aren't truly broken, they're simply misdiagnosed. Once you understand how to isolate water, heat, pressure, and flow in the correct order, repair becomes structured, predictable, and confident instead of reactive and stressful. Let's get into it. The mindset shift that changes everything. Most people approach espresso machine repair the wrong way because they chase visible problems instead of diagnosing systems. They see a leak and replace a gasket. They taste weak coffee and blame the grinder. They notice unstable pressure and adjust a valve blindly. But espresso machines do not fail randomly. They fail in predictable patterns tied to four core systems: water delivery, heat stability, pressure regulation, and flow control. And unless you identify which system is unstable before touching any component, you will waste time, money, and parts. When you begin thinking in systems instead of symptoms, repair becomes structured and logical rather than reactive and stressful. And this shift alone can cut your troubleshooting time in half while dramatically increasing accuracy. The 3-minute inspection most people skip. Before turning the machine on, a professional technician studies the exterior and internal condition carefully because physical clues reveal more than gauges ever will. Mineral scale around fittings, corrosion near the boiler, loose hoses, cracked insulation, burn marks around heating elements, water pooling near pumps, or signs of prior repair work all indicate stress points within the machine. And scale in particular is responsible for more mechanical and thermal failures than worn parts. Because it restricts water pathways, reduces heat transfer efficiency, and increases strain on components, meaning what appears to be pump failure is often obstruction, and what appears to be temperature instability is often insulation or mineral buildup interfering with thermal consistency. Skipping this step eliminates valuable diagnostic information before the machine even runs. Understanding the water delivery system. Once powered on, the first active system to evaluate is water delivery, because without stable water supply, nothing else will behave correctly. Listen carefully to the pump's tone and consistency. Observe whether the machine fills smoothly. Check for sputtering or hesitation of the group head, and note whether the reservoir system or plumbed line pressure appears steady, since irregular pump sounds, delayed priming, or intermittent flow often indicate air leaks, partial blockages, failing inlet, valves or scale accumulation within narrow pathways, and many unnecessary pump replacements occur simply because a restriction upstream was never identified. Water is the foundation of espresso machine operation, and if this system is unstable, every other symptom becomes misleading. Heat stability is more important than you think. After confirming stable water movement, the next system to evaluate is heat, because espresso extraction is extremely sensitive to temperature stability, and even minor fluctuations can mimic grind or pressure problems. Observe how long the boiler takes to reach operating temperature, whether it overshoots and drops repeatedly, how it behaves between back-to-back shots, and whether the group head maintains consistent warmth, since scale inside the boiler acts as thermal insulation that reduces heat transfer efficiency. Faulty temperature probes send inaccurate readings, pressure stats cycle inconsistently, and PID controllers may drift over time. all of which create unstable brewing conditions that are not visible on the display. Many people attempt to correct taste problems by adjusting grind size when the real issue is inconsistent thermal behavior caused by neglected maintenance. Pressure tells a story if you know how to read it. Once heat stability appears normal, pressure becomes the next critical indicator of system health. But reading pressure correctly requires more than simply checking whether the gauge reaches 9 bars. Watch how pressure builds during extraction, whether it rises smoothly or spikes abruptly, whether it holds steady or oscillates, and whether it releases cleanly afterward. Because erratic behavior often signals worn expansion valves, partially blocked hydraulic circuits, degraded seals, or pump. Fatigue and pressure irregularities under load reveal weaknesses that idle testing cannot expose. Smooth pressure development and stability reflect healthy internal pathways and proper mechanical balance within the machine. Flow is the final truth. The last system to evaluate in this 15-minute framework is flow, because water movement through the group head exposes hidden restrictions and internal inconsistencies. Remove the portafilter and observe naked group dispersion, checking whether the water exits evenly or hesitates. Measure output volume over time for consistency, and watch for pulsing or uneven spray patterns that indicate clogged solenoids, blocked dispersion screens, or mineral buildup within internal jets, since flow. Irregularities often precede larger failures and provide early warning signs of maintenance neglect. When flow, pressure, heat, and water delivery are evaluated together in sequence, the machine's condition becomes clear without guesswork. Why structured diagnosis prevents expensive mistakes? The reason most repairs fail is not lack of skill, but lack of structure, because reacting to symptoms leads to replacing parts that are not the true cause of instability. Espresso machines degrade gradually and predictably under poor maintenance conditions, with scale reducing heat transfer, seals wearing and affecting pressure, obstructions restricting flow, and neglected cleaning compounding each issue. But when you approach repair methodically by isolating each system in order, you narrow the fault to likely causes before spending money on components. And even machines considered beyond repair often return to stable performance once root causes are identified instead of superficial symptoms treated. The professional difference. In 15 focus minutes, you can determine which system is unstable, isolate probable failure points, decide whether the repair is economically worthwhile, and prevent unnecessary part replacement. And this structured approach is what separates technicians from guessers. What we covered here is the framework I use before replacing a single component, and if you want the complete diagnostic flow charts, printable checklists, real repair case studies, pressure and temperature testing, procedures, and preventative maintenance system that professionals rely on. That is exactly what I built into the full Espresso Repair Master Checklist and video course, where every decision is structured so you never approach a machine blindly again. Because great repair work is not about intuition, it is about system control. And at BrewFix, we do not replace parts randomly, we diagnose intelligently.